Hello, we're on to matchday number 19 now in the Premier League to get us up to the halfway points. But first, let's look back at last time around when we had quite a few catch-up games, and that saw Manchester United go top of the table as things stand. So that was a 1-0 victory against Burnley with Paul Pogba in the 71st minute to send them top of the piles. 13 to 11 shots and 7 to none on target. Next up, Sheffield United 1-0 winners against Newcastle. Ryan Fraser got sent off at half-time for Newcastle, and then Billy Sharp with a 73rd minute penalty kick gave them their first victory of the season. That is what we're talking about. 17 to 7 shots and 4 to 3 on target. They need a lot more of that if they're going to pull off the impossible mission of trying to stay up this season. Everton 2-1 winners against Wolves with Iwobi and Keane. Meanwhile, Neves got Wolves' goal there, 12 to 5 shots and 3 on target each. Tottenham and Fulham, a 1-1 draw. Harry Kane for Tottenham and Carvalho scoring for Fulham. 15 shots apiece, 6 to 4 on target for Tottenham. Next up, Manchester City 1-0 winners against Brighton with Foden just at the end of the first half, able to get the job done. 16 to 5 shots and 6 to 1 on target. And Arsenal Crystal Palace was a 0-0 stalemate. 12 to 11 shots for Palace and 4 to 2 on target for Arsenal. First time in 72 or so matches at time Arsenal have drawn 0-0. Just stand by, drop my notes. Alright, so in terms of how we got on last time around, managed to get 5.4 myself, with the likes of Manchester United, Everton and Manchester City to win. The Football Simulator picked up 4.92 with Sheffield United, Manchester United and Manchester City victories. Over the leaderboard sees the Football Simulator commanding with 156.56. Myself in second, 129.42. Cavan Wright is in third, 20.32. Tom O in fourth, 18.02. And It's a Emergency in fifth with 6.9. So here we go, let's have a look. We've got the head-to-head records and the odds for these fixtures here. So first up we have Wolves taking on Westbrom tomorrow with 64 wins for Westbrom, 53 victories for Wolves and 43 draws. Westbrom 5 wins and 2 draws in the past 8. Odds for this match $1.57 for Wolves, $3.50 for the draw and $7 for Westbrom. So Wolves, they come with us in 14th, 6 wins, 4 draws, 8 defeats. Winless in the past 5, just 2 draws along the way. So very disappointing stuff there. Meanwhile for West Brom in 19th, 1 victory, 5 draws, 11 defeats, 2 draws in their past 5. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw here compared to a 2-2 draw scoreline according to the Football Simulator. Next up we got West Ham taking on Burnley. 37 wins for West Ham, 35 wins for Burnley and 18 draws. Burnley winning the past 3. $1.80 for West Ham, $3.40 for the draw and $4.50 for Burnley. West Ham coming to us in 10th. 7 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats. 1 victory and 3 draws in the past 5. Meanwhile for Burnley in 16th, 4 wins, 4 draws, 8 defeats. But we as Surgeons Burnley, 2 victories and a draw in the past 5. Gonna go with a 2-2 draw here, another difficult match compared to a 3-1 scoreline for West Ham. Next up is Leeds taking on Brighton. 18 wins for Leeds, 16 wins for Brighton and 11 draws. Brighton 6 wins in the past 7. Odds for this match, we got $2 for Leeds, $3.50 for the draw and $3.30 for Brighton. On the table, Leeds are currently in 12th, 7 wins, 2 draws, 8 defeats, 3 victories in the past 5 matchups. Meanwhile for Brighton in 17th, 2 wins, 8 draws, 8 defeats, 3 draws in the past 5 games. I'm going to go with Brighton here to get a weird victory, a 2-1 result compared to a 0-0 stalemate. Next up, the big match, Fulham taking on my team Chelsea, London derby. 48 victories for Chelsea, 11 victories for Fulham and 26 draws. Chelsea winning the past 5. Well, they got 12 wins and 7 draws in the past 19. You have to go all the way back to 2006, last time we lost against Fulham. So we got $6.50 for Fulham, $4 for the draw, and $1.50 for Chelsea. On the table, Fulham in 18th, 2 wins, 6 draws, 8 defeats, managing to draw the past 5 games. So it's not going to be that easy, is it? Meanwhile, for Chelsea, struggling in 9th position now. Awful. 7 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats. Just the 1 victory and a draw coming in the past 5. We need to find back our form. I'm still not willing at the opportunity of us somehow managing to win the title this season, because it's so unpredictable. But we have to beat Fulham, then we have to beat Leicester, and actually get back on the winning one of form. Gonna go with my team Chelsea here with a 2-0 victory, and the Football Simulator is gonna go off the same scoreline. Next up, we got Leicester taking on Southampton. 34 wins for Southampton, 29 wins for Leicester, and 28 draws. 2 wins each in the past 4. $1.72 for Leicester. We got $3.60 for the draw, and $4.33 for Southampton. Leicester City, they come at us in 4th with 10 wins, 2 draws, 5 defeats, 2 wins and 2 draws in the past 5. Meanwhile, for Southampton in 7th, 8 wins, 5 draws, 4 defeats, 1 victory and 3 draws in the past 5. Gonna go with a 3-1 victory for Leicester compared to a 1-1 draw. Next game, we got Sheffield United taking on Tottenham. 36 wins for Tottenham, 29 wins for Sheffield, and 27 draws. Sheffield United, 2 wins and 2 draws for the past 5. Good record against Tottenham here recently. $5.50 for Sheffield, $3.60 for the draw, and $1.53 for Tottenham. Sheffield United comes to us, of course, bottom of the table. 1 victory, 2 draws, 15 defeats, finding themselves 9 points adrift of those safety positions. 1 victory and a draw in the past 5 for winning their last game, crucially. They only need a win to actually catch up to Westbrom in 19th, so something to take into account. Meanwhile, for Tottenham, they are currently in 8 wins, 6 draws, 3 defeats, 1 victory and 2 draws in the past 5. Gonna go with another impressive results here for Sheffield United, but a 1-1 draw. The Football Simulator is going to go with a 3-1 victory for Sheffield United. Next up is the big match, Liverpool taking on Manchester United. 88 wins for Man United, 77 wins for Liverpool, and 67 draws. Liverpool 3 wins and 6 draws in the past 10. $1.91 for Liverpool, $3.25 for the draw, and $3.50 for Man United. Liverpool, they come to us in 2nd, 9 wins, 6 draws, 2 defeats, 2 wins and 2 draws in the past 5. Meanwhile, for Man United, top of the table, 11 wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats, 4 wins and a draw in the past 5. If Man United win this game, then they absolutely mean business if they are going to win the title this season. But of course, Liverpool have got a 4-year unbeaten streak at Anfield in the Premier League, so it's kind of mission impossible to do that. But if they get a draw, they also be quite happy to still remain top of the table. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool turn up here and get a good results, because they've been performing really well at time, especially against the top sides. Gonna go for Liverpool 1-0 victory compared to a whopping 5-1 result for Liverpool according to the Football Simulator. Next up is Man City taking on Palace. 33 wins for City, 16 wins for Palace, and 14 draws. Manchester City 2 wins and 2 draws in the past 5. $1.14 for Man City, $7 for the draw, and $14 for Palace. Manchester City comes us in 3rd, 9 wins, 5 draws, 2 defeats, 4 victories and a draw in the past 5. Meanwhile, for Crystal Palace in 13th, 6 wins, 5 draws, 7 defeats, 1 victory and 2 draws in the past 5 matches. Gonna go after the favourites Manchester City here, and with their games in hand, they could potentially catch up to Manchester United basically. Gonna go after the 3-1 victory compared to a 1-0 result for Crystal Palace. And finally, we got Arsenal taking on Newcastle. 80 wins for Arsenal, 67 wins for Newcastle, and 38 draws. Arsenal winning the past 5 matchups. $1.36 for Arsenal, $4.33 for the draw, and $7 for Newcastle. Arsenal not quite in the top half now, after they ended up only drawing against Crystal Palace last time round. 7 wins, 3 draws, 8 defeats, 3 wins, and the draw in the past 5 isn't too shabby. Newcastle in 15th, 5 wins, 4 draws, 8 defeats, just the 2 draws they picked up in the past 5 games here. I'm going to end it off with a 2-1 victory for Arsenal compared to a 1-1 draw. Feel free to get involved, put your own thoughts, predictions down in the comment section below for matchday number 19 in the Premier League. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up and subscribe.